Alright, welcome back, guys. We're headed up the mountain. Ain't got too much further to go. Probably another 400 yards, 500 yards, something like that. But there's nobody down at the main access when I come in. So I'm guessing there's nobody up in here this evening, but I'm going up in to a spot that I came through last year in late season, me and my nephew, and found tons of sign. I've never hunted it. I've only been in there twice. Like I said, once was late season last year, and once was spring gobbler this year. Me and Rick walked through, and there was still some sign, but not as much as there was last year in late season. So what I'm hoping it's more of it's one of them fall spots, you know. Now the temperatures are changing and stuff. It's one of the spots they use more in the fall. But it backs up right to a real heavy laurel thicket, which is a great bedding area. Alright guys, I'm on my last climb up to the top. I had to circle around a little further and come to the top because of the way the winds are blowing. I'm actually walking with the wind at my back. So down there, as I was coming around the way I was planning, it was fine. The further up the mountain I got, it started blowing towards the top. So I had to circle down around a little further and stay around the outside edge a little further to the laurel. So when I get back on top, then I'm going to cut back over to where I want to go. So we'll get up here and get set up and see what happens. Alright guys, we're set up. I got up here on this top where I wanted to get. And I come out to up in, I dropped back in late season last year. I think it was actually heritage season when we was up here, which would have been in the middle of January or somewhere around there. Alright guys, as you can see what I'm set up on here. I'm set up on this ridge top. This ridge top runs north to south. Pretty much, more or less. More southwest, northeast, kinda. As you can see here behind me, I got an opening right here. I'm expecting the deer to come from out in here and down off in here. There's not much sign. When I marked a pin on this spot last year, there was a good bit of sign, but this year there's not much sign. Zooming out too much. Let me zoom out a little bit. Find this rub. There's a rub right there. It's not super fresh, but it was probably done last week or so, I'm assuming. But like I said, it's real thick. Turns into heavy laurel. This ridge goes out, then it drops off. And I know there's bedding out in there, at least there was last year. It's thick laurel down in here, you got bedding. And what I really didn't know, because when you're on the ground walking this ridge top out through here, you can't see down in here. As you can probably see through the camera. Try to get this thing a little bit level right here. There's a big flat right here. And it's pretty daggone open. So that could be where a lot of the deer's moving through this year, right now, because we've got a pile of acorns. Alright guys, I'm back in the truck. I sat there till probably 6 o'clock Never seen hide and hair, nothing, never heard nothing. So I wanted to check that flat out back there that I showed there behind me, and where I thought I seen something go through. So I thought, well, I'll check it out, and then I'll just work my way back to the truck a different way. And I got back on that flat, and I started seeing a little bit of signs. So I thought, well, I'm going to cut off the mountain here and go work my way back to the truck. Man, when I come off of that side, I started finding trails that's beat down pretty good. I found a couple scrapes. I mean, they hadn't been hit in a couple days, but they was there. I mean, they, like I said, they wasn't real fresh or nothing. But I found a few more rubs. So I marked a spot in there, so I might end up going back up in there one day. It's actually, I mean, in reality, it's closer to the truck than where I was, but it's going to be a little harder to get to because there's no trail that goes up over the mountain there, so you just got to go up the trail and cut straight up over the mountain. But thank y'all for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.